What's up everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into the nostalgia vault to revisit Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2, also known as Top Secret. This season holds a special place in many players' hearts, myself included, and for good reason. So grab your spy gadgets because we're going undercover to reveal why this was such a legendary Fortnite season. So welcome back to Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2. Let's drop hot into the loot pool. This season introduced a ton of new mythic weapons and items. So to start off, of course, I have to talk about the Midas drum gun. This thing was one of the most OP weapons of all time. It was just spray and pray whenever you picked it up. Speaking of spray and pray, let's talk about Brutus's minigun. This weapon, along with Midas's drum gun, could destroy builds so easily, and it was very hard to defend yourself against them. Whenever you went to the Shark, you could get Sky's assault rifle and Sky's grappler, which were a very powerful duo. Sky's assault rifle has to be one of my favorite ARs in the game, and Sky's grappler was very useful because it had infinite charges. Meowscles' rifle was also really cool because it was an updated version of the heavy AR. Once again, very powerful. And finally, we have TNTina's Kaboom Bow, which was a very powerful version of the Boom Bow, obviously. It was a nice long-range weapon, but probably my least favorite mythic added this season. And to get these mythic weapons, you had to kill the bosses that were carrying them. Once you killed them, you got their mythic weapon and a keycard to unlock a vault that had a ton of cool loot. Another cool mechanic that was added this season was the shakedown mechanic. You could shake down both opponents and henchmen. When you did this to a henchman, you could see where all of the loot was in a specific location. And if you did this to an opponent that you knocked, you could see where their other teammates were. There were 5 new locations added to the map at the launch of this season. The agency housed Midas and Midas's drum gun. This was a hot drop every single match. We also got the Grotto, which was a cool underground base that had Brutus and Brutus's minigun. The rig was added too, which was a really cool oil rig. This is where TNTina and TNTina's Kaboom Bow could be found. We got the Shark, which is where Sky was, along with her assault rifle and grappler. This might be my favorite location from Chapter 2 Season 2. Another favorite of mine was the Yacht, which housed Meowscles and Meowscles' rifle. This was such a unique location at the time, and still is to this day. Now let's talk about the Battle Pass. In my opinion, this has to be one of the best Fortnite Battle Passes of all time. The skins were great, the styles were great, and I love that you could choose between Ghost and Shadow variants for each of the skins, and you couldn't revert it. So once you made the decision, it was final. The same goes for the fully customizable Maya skin. She was really cool because this was the first time we had a customizable Battle Pass skin, and once you made your final design, you cannot revert it. In this Battle Pass, they also introduced the rideable glider. This was also very unique because we had never seen anything like this before. In each season, to this day, we still get rideable gliders. The Battle Pass tab itself got a new look this season. We were introduced to the Hideout, which was a place where we could access the Battle Pass, challenges, and more. This Battle Pass also introduced Deadpool. He was the first ever collab skin to appear in a Fortnite Battle Pass, and ever since, we've had a collab skin in every single Battle Pass. He took over the Yacht and had his own Mythics. They were dual hand cannons, and they weren't that good. He also redesigned the Battle Bus, which was really cool. For the first time ever this season, we got a vehicle that we could fly, and it was the Chopper. The helicopters really fit the theme of the season. The Spy Games LTM was added this season. It was like a big team versus team mode, and it was spy themed. It also introduced a system that was very similar to the augments that weren't added until Chapter 4. Speaking of modes, they added Party Royale this season, which was a really chilled, laid-back mode that you can just vibe. They had quite a few concerts in this mode, but now it's kind of dead. Speaking of concerts, we had the Travis Scott Astronomical event. I'm pretty sure this was and still is Fortnite's biggest live event ever. It was super unique and it was just an awesome experience. And on the topic of live events, we had the Device or Doomsday live event. This was such a great story event and started off the lore of Jonesy and the IO. And at the end of the event, they teased the Season 3 theme, which was the Flood. And I remember for the last few days of Season 2, the storm was just a massive wall of water. Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 was such an amazing season. This season was so legendary and is still talked about to this day. This season was a turning point for Fortnite. Many of the mechanics and things that were introduced this season are still implemented into seasons to this day. So anyways, comment down below what you thought of Chapter 2 Season 2. This has to be in my top 3 Fortnite seasons of all time. I hope you enjoyed, and as always, make sure to like and subscribe for more. Peace out.